Howdy everybody, welcome to the garage. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Can-Am X3. Got a new upgrade from ECU Masters. We're going to be installing an ADU7 dash. This is a plug and play kit that they have, hoping to be able to overlay data and video on the car. So we're going to take a look at those components. This car has got to get loaded up tonight as we're going to go up north to Prairie City, Sacramento, California. We're running a combined weekend Ultra 4 NorCal Rock Racing. We're going to be running this in short course. So we go ahead and take a look at the dash and give you some input, show you the install, and later on the weekend we'll see how it works. All right, so here's a quick look at the components that come in the ADU7 Can-Am kit. So first off, we got the ADU7. This does not come with the kit. This is about a $1,600 unit. This is a Gen 2. This model is what you need to run this plug and play kit. The kit comes with this sunshade and the ability to bolt it to the dash. It comes with this plug and play harness, so connector into the ADU7. This will go into the factory Can-Am harness. It also comes with this button for page up and page down, and the harness is loomed. It'll go through into the glove box, and you also need a USB to CAN adapter, so it ends where this DB9 is at, and then this is your USB if you're going to do any logging. In addition to this, we're going to add GPS to CAN capabilities so we can get speed and other data. This is the antenna that comes with it. And the other cool thing is through their Data Master software, you can take one of these GoPros that has GPS on it, and it'll sync to the GPS in the GPS to CAN adapter and a GPS on the GoPro, and you'll be able to overlay and sync those videos so you can see what the car's doing, when it was doing, why you were slower, were you impeded by traffic, weather, you know. So we're just going to play around with this and install it. Again, this kit does not come with the dash. This is the Gen 2 ADU7 7-inch dash, but it does come with the harness and the guarding for the ADU7. So we're going to go ahead and get this installed in the Can-Am, give you some feedback of how it's going. ECU Masters provided some fantastic documentation. They have fantastic tech support, and we'll get to it. All right, following the steps of the documentation, first order of business is slide that seat forward, disconnect the battery, make sure you have no power running the electronics. And then once you got that done, step 2 is remove these pieces of hardware, and we'll extract that dash out of here. All right, now that we got the battery disconnected, we remove the 2 M6 bolts that were holding the dash out. Next, we're going to use a T20 Torx, and we're going to extract the 4 screws out of the faceplate of the dash. All right, now that we got the faceplate removed, we're going to go ahead and disengage the LCD cluster out of this housing. And what I've used is a snap-on scraper with a flat blade, and gently pried against the plastic here, and you pop that out so you can see that lip is what locks into that. All right, so here's a closer look at the back of the LCD and the connector. So there's going to be this lock. You'll go ahead and lift that up. You'll hear an audible click, and then you'll push in on the connector and you'll pull up. All right, here's a closer look at the steering column without the dash. We went ahead and reassembled this. We'll stick this in our spares box. We'll take this to the race till we get confidence that the ECU Master is going to work with us. You can see there's the connector that plugs into the plug and play harness that goes into the ADU7. All right, here's a closer look at the steering column without the dash in the way. There you can see the factory harness that's going to plug into our ADU7 plug and play kit. We went ahead and reassembled this. We'll go ahead and put this in our spares box until we gain confidence with the ECU Masters system. All right, next little step here. I've already gone ahead and installed the back plate and the sun visor for this thing, and simply just use the M6 holes and bolt it in the factory location. All right, so next step here is to plug in the plug and play harness. So one plug's going to go into the ADU7, one plug's going to go into the factory harness. Now we're going to unplug this Deutsch connector so we can go ahead and put our switch button here in this open spot next to the key. And then this part of the harness is going to then run under the dash, and then it's supposed to be stored inside the glove box. All right, next step here is to install the page up and page down button. So you reach back behind here, you'll pinch this little cover, which should release it. There you go. And then this will simply pass the Deutsch connector through. I'm going to put the yellow button on the top, green button on the bottom. Now we'll snap in. All right, the next little task at hand is to prepare the cable management. We're going to punch some holes, an 1 3/8 hole into the glove box, and we're going to pass the wires through. All right, so we went ahead and passed our harness through the glove box, got the grommet in place. We got a USB to CAN adapter connected. We got our USB connected to our PC. We went ahead and plugged in our battery. And one important thing is we got a battery charger hooked up so we don't lose power. Battery charger hooked up to our laptop as well. So this is a documentation here. You're going to go through roughly 20 steps of mechanical assembly, which you've seen in the video. And then the next process is walking you through the installation instructions, connection, and configuration. Very easy. You can go over these links here and it'll give you instructions on where to download, what to download. Around 13 steps of that, and beyond that, it's talks about the pages and different configuration settings. I'm going to go ahead in this ADU. This is where the ADU is all connected here. So this is where you would go and modify and do additional setup. We don't have the GPS in here yet. We just want to do a base and make sure this thing runs without any additional stuff. And we'll go ahead and hop in here. Oh, go ahead and hit the start button. There you can see we got some readings through the dash already. We'll go ahead and fire it up. There you can see we got RPM, fuel level, lambda, boost, water temp, air intake temps, and then we got a seat belt to clear. Just hit that out. And then the yellow button here is to go ahead and take you through the different pages. So they have some pre-configured pages set up. And you can see you can have all-wheel drive and tire temp. This will be your laps. Yeah, so pretty neat, pretty easy assembly. I would say about 30 minutes, 40 minutes to complete it. We'll go ahead and hook a GPS to CAN up, and then we'll see how that helps. We'll do that tomorrow at the track. And there you have it. There's the ADU7 mounted into the factory Can-Am, connected to the factory ECU. And again, we're going to connect the GPS to CAN and hopefully overlay some data. Thank you for watching. You'll see the next part in the next video of our race weekend. Thanks again.